Sports Locker Program. Oracle of Sport, Ken Gaddafi. If you want to enjoy sport program, Rules Culture Radio.
Hi, my name is Ken Gaddafi. Join me as I bring you updates, analysis, and predictions on the Medphone Cambodian League from Mondays through to Fridays on Root Culture Radio, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Start up your day with the latest sports news from the Oracle of Cambodia. The show will feature the best news and sports updates and the special segment Offside with Ken Gaddafi. Sports Locker. You don't want to miss it.
Enjoy Sports Locker Program, Rules Culture Radio.
Hello, you're welcome to the Sports Locker with Ken Gaddafi right here on Root Culture Radio, where we're beaming live all the way from the city of Phnom Penh. For me, this is the most charming city, and of course, you know, it's in the Kingdom of Wonder. Okay, if you are just joining us on this Sports Locker show, don't forget to hit the like button and of course, share this video. And if you don't want to miss any of the videos that we'll be producing, make sure you subscribe to the Oracle of Cambodia. Just go to the YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button and you will not miss any video again. Okay, the Sports Locker Show is your show, my show, where we bring you latest reports in the world of sports. And on today's occasion, we want to talk about basketball. And with me in the studio is Mr. Pennington Green, all the way from Washington, D.C. in the United States of America. But he's right here in the Kingdom of Wonder. Mr. Green, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, sir. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah. To start with, how has it been with you in Cambodia? I'm sure you're enjoying the atmosphere.
No, this is my first time in Southeast Asia, and I must admit that I'm absolutely thrilled. I love the food.
Yeah.
Fresh vegetables, the seafood. I love the weather.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
I love the people. Everybody's kind and graceful, and it's a very, like you say, it's a very charming city.
Absolutely. Yes, it's a charming city. Well, before I begin the conversation with Mr. Green, I just want to let you know that, well, for some time, the basketball scene in Cambodia has been quiet, but definitely something big is coming very, very soon. Yes, don't forget that the number one, the very first rooftop basketball court is now in the city of Phnom Penh. That is the Wings and Beer basketball cup. Recently, they held a basketball challenge, and which was held with a lot of pomp and pageantry at their place. So you can always go to the Wings and Beer to play. It's only a 3-on-3 court. It's a small court, but at least you can relax and watch and play. And after that, you can eat any of the delicacies in the restaurant. It's very good for especially people like us who have retired from playing and now wants to lose weight or control our weight. So you take maybe 1 kilo of food and then you go outside and sweat it out and drop maybe a few kilos. Okay, so you can go to the Wings and Beer restaurant. Is located at Tultumpu. Yes, Tultumpu, where you can find good food. Okay, now let's get back to the conversation with Mr. Green. Mr. Green, you've been in Cambodia now for about a week, and what can you say, or what have you seen so far about basketball in Cambodia?
Well, I was fortunate enough to get out to one of the high school basketball tournaments, so I got to see some enthusiasm. I got to see some people working on their games. I also was blessed enough to see the FIBA team work.
Yeah.
It was very impressive because 4 of those guys were living together and grew up together, and I could see the chemistry that they were developing.
Yeah.
And I see that there's a desire to take basketball to the next level in Cambodia, which is exciting for me to see.
Exactly. Okay. Last week we were at the. I saw you at the ASEAN Sports and Athletics Conference, which was organized at Northbridge International School with high school kids from Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia. Talk us through, what was your impression seeing these kids play basketball compared to what happens in the U.S.?
Well, I think that developmentally, there's some fundamentals that can be worked on and taken to the next level. But most importantly, I saw the effort, I saw the enthusiasm, and I saw the desire to want to be a good basketball player.
Yeah.
So from there, those are the foundations.
Yeah.
And then once we install some fundamentals, I think that, at the end of the day, Cambodia can be a world-class location for basketball.
Oh, great. Okay. And talking about foundation, that brings me to the topic I would like to ask you, because you said your visit to Cambodia is to survey and look at it. And you are the vice president of the Cambodian Basketball Alliance.
Yes.
Can you talk us through what exactly is the Cambodian Basketball Alliance looking to do?
Cambodian Basketball Alliance, CBA, is looking to do an analysis of basketball in Cambodia. We want to bring the basketball communities together. We'd like to be able to analyze players and help develop them as far as their skill set. We'd like to be in a position to create enthusiasm for fans and make people want to see basketball. We just want to heighten the awareness of basketball in Cambodia.
Oh, great. Great. That sounds great. But one of the biggest problem that is affecting basketball in Cambodia is the lack of facilities. You saw the facility at the National Stadium. Like you said, you saw what we have at Northbridge. Northbridge is high-end. It's one of the top international schools. And you've been to some of the public schools. There are no goals. There are no, probably there are no even hoops. And so without hoops, even if there are balls, you can find the balls everywhere. So what do you think the CBA is bringing to address some of these issues?
Well, growing up in Washington, D.C., and growing up in America, the reason basketball became so popular, they call it a city game.
Yeah.
And the reason they call it a city game is baseball, you need 8 or 10 guys.
Yeah.
Football, you need guys. Basketball is a sport where you only need one ball, one person, and one goal. So our goal is to put baskets as in many locations, visit some of the high schools that don't have facilities, leave them with some balls, leave them with a basket, because the beautiful thing is you only need 1 or 2 people to play basketball.
Yeah.
And then also to evaluate the courts that already exist and bring in some repair and fix the courts that exist, and then place balls in the hands of kids and put goals in situations where they can get into the repetition. Because basketball is a game of repetition. The more you play, the better you're going to be. So our goal is to, every public school in Phnom Penh will have a basketball goal when we're done.
Wow, that's great. That's great news to hear from the Vice President of the Cambodian Basketball Alliance, Mr. Pennington Green. Okay, well, if you're just joining us, we are on the Sports Locker Show, where we bring you all the news in the world of sports. And today we are discussing basketball with a very, very important personality who is visiting Cambodia, checking about the cultures and trying to see how exactly the sport of basketball can be improved upon in Cambodia. Okay, don't forget, if you have any point and any suggestion, you can always drop your comment on the comment box and we will be looking at it together. Okay, before we round up, Mr. Green, a lot of people see America, US, is probably the best country where they play basketball and #1 in the world. And for some countries like Cambodia or Southeast Asia, whereby the size of the players are very small, they don't really have the big men, and so it's a little bit difficult. What's your take on this? What advice or what do you think countries like Cambodia can do to be able to compete at that level?
Well, I think that playing basketball is like going to war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you go to war, you look at your assets. And you try to take your assets and make them your strength. And when I see Cambodian players, even though they are not big in stature, they seem to be extremely quick and extremely fast. So to me, as a Cambodian coach, I would look to speed the game up. I would look to put pressure. I would look at ways to provide speed to the game where I could utilize the assets of the players that I have. Okay, I'm not going to sit back in the zone if I got players that aren't big in stature. But if I can speed up the game and make the guy start second guessing every movement and put together some pressure.
Yeah.
I think that's where Cambodia is going to really utilize its strength, is in the speed.
Well, good. That's a very good tip in the iceberg for the coaches to know that, look, size does not really matter. All you need to do is the pace, use your athleticism, and you can always out having the big guys. That's absolutely true.
Coach, I just wanted to say, I grew up in Washington, but the city next to Washington is Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who ended up being had great success in the NBA. His name was Muggsy Bogues, and he was 5'3".
Yeah.
Effective at 5'3".
Wow.
So it's not the size of the man; it's the size of the heart of the man.
Exactly. I like that. It's not the size of the man; it's the size of the. But don't try that with the black mamba. You know. Don't try that with the black mamba, because the black mamba will just, kick your ass. Okay, thank you very much. It's the Sports Locker, and that's where we'll draw the curtain for today's edition. I'm sure you've enjoyed this show. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and, of course, share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Oracle of Cambodia. Mr. Green, thank you for being part of the show.
Pleasure, sir. Pleasure.
Okay, see you again soon. It's Ken Gaddafi. You call me the Oracle.
Sports Locker program. Oracle of Sport. Ken Gaddafi. If you want enjoy sport program, Rules Culture Radio.
Hi, my name is Ken Gaddafi. Join me as I bring you updates, analysis, and predictions on the Medphone Cambodian League from Mondays through to Fridays on Root Culture Radio, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Start up your day with the latest sports news from the Oracle of Cambodia. The show will feature the best news and sports updates on the special segment Offside with Ken Gaddafi. Sports Locker. You don't want to miss it.
Enjoy Sport Locker program. Rules Culture Radio.